Hi, it's John Kuzma again, and I want to discuss the Miami Dolphins and what they have going on at the quarterback position. As most of you guys probably know, the Miami Dolphins acquired Josh Rosen in a trade during this past NFL draft, but they also have Ryan Fitzpatrick, and OTAs just got underway. And we're hearing out of Miami that Ryan Fitzpatrick has actually been throwing the ball extremely well at OTAs. And that's not surprising because Ryan Fitzpatrick was on another level last year in Tampa Bay at the start of the season. I think he had like 17 touchdowns in 7 games. So if Fitzpatrick suited up for all 16 games, he probably would have had over 30 touchdowns. For whatever reason, Tampa Bay decided to go back to Jameis Winston, and we all know how that worked out. Dirk Koetter ended up getting fired, but Fitzpatrick winds up in Miami, and it looked like he's going to get the job full time. But then Miami brought in Rosen, and Brian Flores, the new coach there, said it's an open competition for the job. And to me, from what I've been hearing, it looks like Rosen's going to have a tough time beating out Ryan Fitzpatrick. You have to remember, Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's 36 years old. He went to Harvard. He had one of the highest Wonderlic scores of all time. And not only that, he's very wise just because he's been around for so long. So mentally, he's light years ahead of anybody else. And one other thing, that helps him with is, he's very good at recognizing what the defense is trying to do to him. He understands coverages, he understands blitz packages, and he can diagnose things right away and react accordingly. And that helps put, last year it helped put the Bucs offense in a better position to succeed. I believe it's going to put the Dolphins in a better position to succeed this year. So it's going to be really tough for Rosen. Now, the one thing Rosen does have going for him is I think he's 22 years old. So Rosen could play for over a decade, whereas Fitzpatrick, I think he's 36 years old. So maybe he's got 2-3 years left in him, maybe more than that, considering Tom Brady's 41 years old and he's going to continue playing. We're seeing, some barriers broken down in terms of age for quarterbacks. So Fitzpatrick could keep playing, and especially if he keeps performing like he is now. To me, Brian Flores wants to win games. He wants to get some good momentum going, and if Ryan Fitzpatrick is the guy that can help him do that, then the coaching staff is going to roll with him, and it's going to be exciting to watch because Ryan Fitzpatrick does have an energy about him. I've seen him take off and run the ball, and instead of sliding, go head up with a defender and just play like a madman, play reckless, even though he's a quarterback. Quarterbacks are supposed to slide, but he just doesn't care. He's kind of a nutcase, but he's super smart too. He's not scared out there, that's for sure. And, his arm talent last year, it looked very impressive. I think being in camp for all those years and hanging around and clawing and scratching just so he could stay in the National Football League and have a chance to develop and get to where he is now, that's hardened Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's got thick skin now. He's tough as nails. He's had to fight for every inch. I think he was a 7th-round draft pick. Don't quote me on that. But to get from there to now is just so incredibly impressive. And not only that, he's got like a subtle charisma about him. Guys just want to follow him because he's not overly cocky, but at the same time, he's not too much of a pushover either. I just like what Ryan Fitzpatrick brings to the table. I really wanted him to be the full-time starter last year. It's easy to root for this guy, and everybody wants to see what comes next for Fitzmagic. I'm John Kuzma. Check out endzoneblog.com.